Bangkok, one of the hottest cities in the world, and also home to one of the largest markets. A bustling maze of market treasures. A symphony of sights, sounds, and sensations. I headed north to the market to see for myself.
สถานีต่อไปจตุจักร
That's right, I'm inside the legendary Chatuchak Market, home to over 15,000 stalls, 11,000 vendors across 35 acres. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys around the entire market, and we'll be finding out if Chatuchak lives up to its reputation.
The market is famous for its incredible variety of goods, exceptional bargains, and lively atmosphere. Each weekend, Chatuchak welcomes over 200,000 eagle-eyed shoppers hunting for a good deal. But that's not to say you can't catch a quiet stroll through the market.
So the best time to come to Chatuchak is absolutely in the morning. The sun is lower in the sky, the temperature is cooler, and you might just have the entire market all to yourself.
I started off at the JJ Plaza. Though it's not technically part of the market, it seamlessly adjoins it, and you wouldn't know otherwise. The plaza houses mostly large handcraft, from ornate glass lamps to suits of armor. The items here are utterly unique and can't be found elsewhere, but tend to be a bit pricier than at the market. And I'm on the hunt for some gifts, and I think I found the perfect item. Beautiful handcrafted porcelain.
I'm holding a piece of Thai ceramicware called benderong. Now, it has its early origins from China, when the emperor would send down Chinese porcelain to Thai royalty. But unlike the Chinese style, where the design is simply painted on, the design on benderong is enameled on and then overglazed, and it gives it this incredible textured feel.
The name benderong literally means 5 colors, which refers to the red, yellow, blue, black and white that the ancient Thai were able to produce from natural substances.
This thread, for example, is known as dang shad and is made from a toxic mercury sulfide, otherwise known as cinnabar.
Nowadays, of course, they come in a variety of colors, some finished in stunning gold leaf.
Now, it wasn't until recently you could actually own these items. They were reserved only for Thai royalty and nobility. Well, I'm glad they changed their minds. I think I'll get some.
With gift in hand, I made my way back to the lanes. Signs are useful for remembering specific shops if you do want to come back to an item later. Narrow, tightly packed lanes constitute the main part of the market. It's roofed for protection from torrential rain. You'll mostly find clothing, handcraft, spa and home decor items here. And you might be surprised by just how cheap some of this stuff is. Some of the stalls offer some pretty special items.
ถ้าอยากได้เสียงมากเราต้องออกแรงเพิ่มเสียงมันจะดังขึ้น
Not all the stalls here are unique though. There are a lot of replicas, as most tourists don't get to see the whole market. For some items, prices are cheaper online too. But then you miss the Chatuchak experience, the atmosphere, losing yourself in a labyrinth of endless treasures, the excitement of what waits around the next corner. While handcrafted clothing may make up the majority of the market, the food stalls are the heart of the market. You'll find mostly traditional Thai street food, and some foreigner-friendly options. The food market pulses with energy to keep everyone satisfied. Well, nearly everyone. And staying hydrated at Chatuchak is critical. And what better way than fresh coconut? Or the market's famous Coke slushie. Now, after all that shopping, you might be looking for a place to rest. Fortunately, I know just the place.
So we're about halfway into our Chatuchak journey. Now, behind me is the MIXT Mall. It's a great place for respite from the sun, to grab some food or a toilet break. Other than that, it's a pretty standard mall.
Now, that's not entirely true. The mall has a pretty decent food court and is a great spot for people watching or catching a view of the SkyTrain. The coffee shop provides the coolest aircon, and one of the stores here has a pretty unique offering. Siamese fighting fish, also known as beta. They have a deep-rooted cultural significance in Thailand. Not only are they popular pets, but are also regarded as a national symbol. The striking colours and elaborate finish that we see today began with domestication centuries ago in Thailand, and the fish offered by Kun Ton are among the best at the market. Now, even if you don't fancy a stop at the MIXT Mall, you'll likely pass through on the way to Chatuchak's most famous section, Chatuchak Pet Market. So we return to the JJ Plaza. At the pet market, they offer a truly diverse selection of animals, from furry familiars to the exotic and esoteric.
Some, I'm not even sure you should keep as pets.
It starts with pets that most of us are familiar with. The majority of stalls are happy for you to take photos. Others, the deeper you go, the more niche the pets become, with rare reptiles, insects, and other creatures you could hardly call pets. Now, sadly, there is a dark side to this market.
So Chatuchak is infamous for its alleged dealing of illegal animals and its dubious treatment of them.
Reports conducted by multiple organizations have revealed that the illegal trade persists. And though I'm not qualified to determine if I saw any, I did see animals in 2 small cages, animals that probably don't belong as pets, and some dead animals amongst the living. It's not all doom and gloom though. These guys were having fun. And the fish market showcases a breathtaking array of aquatic species, highlighting the incredible marine wildlife around Thailand.
So Chatuchak is renowned for its weekend market, but many folks don't know that the market is also open during the week, where flower and plant growers from all regions of Thailand amass to sell their goods.
And just like with the weekend market, there's an enormous variety to choose from. Rare species that are found in only select areas of the country are brought here to be sold, usually at fantastic prices.
What is this?
ตัวนี้เหรอคะบอนดีบุกสวยนะโอเค
But there's one plant you'll find more than any other here. Bonsai. Popularized in Japan, the merchants here offer several varieties that can tolerate the unforgiving Thai weather. Copper wires guide the saplings into balanced compositions that resemble fully sized trees. The deadwood effect is known as shari and gives bonsai a more natural and weathered appearance. The plant market feels quite different though, with most of the interior being closed.
It's definitely quieter here, and there's way less tourists. I do wonder if they can make a decent living.
I spoke to Kun Bun Mi to find out what life is like at Chatuchak.
ร้านคุณบุญมีสวนจตุจักรอยู่ซอย6ฮะขายมาประมาณ20กว่าปีแล้วฮะก็มาแบบเขาเปิดสวนเนี่ยจตุจักรตั้งแต่ก่อนที่มันขายอยู่สนามหลวงก็เลยย้ายมาที่นี่ก็มาแปลงมาบางทีขายดีมั่งไม่ดีมั่งอย่างเงี้ยก็แล้วแต่ช่วงถ้าช่วงไหนขายดีก็แล้วมีงานส่งต้นไม้งานจัดสวนอย่างเงี้ยมีอยู่งานรับจัดสวนด้วยก็รับจัดสวนด้วยบางทีถ้ามีงานนะถ้าไม่มีงานก็เราก็ไม่ได้รับจัด
แล้วต้นไม้นี่ขายมีวันไหนบ้าง
มีวันพุธมีวันอังคารพุธพฤหัส3วันก็หาขุดเตรียมต้นไม้ไว้ที่บ้านแล้วก็ออกมาขายแต่ที่ผ่านมาก็มีพวกกระดาษด่างกระดาษทองแล้วก็พวกกรอบพวกออมเงินออมทองนี่แหละแล้วก็พวกบางทีกันเกาก็ขายดีมันเป็นช่วงๆฮะฟาร์มพัดจิ๋มเนี่ยเราก็บางทีจังหวะมันก็ขายดีมันก็เขาก็เหมาไปจัดสวนจัดอะไรจัดภายจัดข้างนอกเนี่ยมั่งภายในมั่งอย่างพวกพัดจิ๋มเนี่ยบางทีเขาจะไปจัดภายในเพราะไม้ภายในได้อย่างพวกกันเกาเนี่ยมันต้องปลูกนอกบ้านไม้ใหญ่เป็นไม้ใหญ่
หลังจากที่พวกฝรั่งเข้ามาเนี่ยมีต่างชาติเข้ามามันขายดีขึ้นไหมหรือว่าก็ปกติ
มันก็ถ้าเข้ามาตอนช่วงนี้ใช่ไหมช่วงนี้มันก็ไม่ดีเท่าไหร่มันก็ไปเรื่อย
ๆแล้วถ้าเกิดเป็นเมื่อก่อนที่ต่างชาติเข้ามาเนี่ยขาย
ดีฮะช่วงนั้นขายดีหน่อยดีแต่ไม่มากเท่าไหร่ก็มันก็ไปเรื่อยๆแบบมันมีอยู่ช่วงนึงช่วงโควิดช่วงโควิดไม้พวกไม้ด่างจะขายดีพวกกระดาษบอลกระดาษด่างพวกเนี้ยขายดีอีกช่วงหนึ่งบอลได้ประมาณสัก3 หรือ 4 เดือนนี่แหละมันแล้วก็หายไป
So it sounds like business is going okay, but not great. Increased tourism to the market generally doesn't affect sales, since tourists aren't even aware of its existence and generally can't bring plants back to their home countries. If you are after some of these plants though, it's worth a chat to the vendor. Many are prepared to ship their plants abroad, including these. As night descends on Bangkok, the bustling day market transforms as shoppers wander under the soft glow of lights. The night market predominantly focuses on vintage and retro items and has a good selection of second-hand clothing. The food stalls continue to serve customers throughout the night. And though it's essentially a condensed version of the day market, you're able to explore at a much more leisurely pace and find things you otherwise wouldn't during the day, as well as some quirkier items.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Chatuchak really is an incredible market. Now obviously I didn't get to show you guys the entire market. That video would take hours, but I hope you got a good feel for it. And if you did want the true Chatuchak experience, there really is only one way to find out.